This segment is brought to you by Riceworks, the gourmet brown rice crisps made with whole grain brown rice that lets you give into good.
Hi everyone, as you know, one of our sponsors here at Real Life, Riceworks, has been talking about their Show Us Your Goodness campaign. They want to give into good and recognize charitable initiatives in our communities, nationwide or local, that are doing great things. So I'm really excited because today we're here in Toronto at the St. Clare Inn, and what a wonderful organization this is, and of course a shining example of giving into good. And what better person to talk to us about that than the Executive Director, Friar Tom. Welcome, Tom.
Thanks, Margaret. Welcome to St. Clare Inn.
So tell us, what is the St. Clare Inn?
St. Clare Inn is a transitional housing program for women who have been homeless and have issues of mental health. All of the women who live at St. Clare Inn have either been homeless or come to us from a homeless situation, come to us from a hospital, and this is the next step in their healing journey. So they've gone through the crisis, the treatment, and then they come to us to begin their healing journey so that they might reintegrate themselves back into society.
Right.
Normal life, we might call it, if anything is normal.
Right. Now, tell us a little bit about the history. I understand when you first opened, you had a 2-bedroom house and it filled immediately.
Right. We rented a house in East York, about 10 blocks from here. It was a 2-bedroom, and within the first 3 weeks, we had 3 women. 2 women had to share the large master bedroom, and it was at that point we realized we needed a much larger facility, but we didn't want an institution. We wanted a house, a home where people could come home to and feel safe and cared for.
Well, I'll tell you, when I walked into the doors this morning, it is a very welcoming place. Can you share with us maybe a real-life story of the type of people that you're helping here?
Yes, not a name, but most of the women, all of the women currently here are suffering with schizophrenia, and one woman, while she was home alone, had her first hallucination, and the man in her hallucination told her to kill herself. She left a note for the staff that was coming on and walked herself down to East General, which is about a 15-minute walk from here, to take care of herself. And her response when she came back, when I asked her about it, was, "You've taught me that I'm worth living." And so I went down to East General to make sure I could continue living. And I think that's part of what we help them understand is their own goodness, their own self-worth here at St. Clare Inn.
So this is a real healing journey for the residents here at St. Clare Inn.
Yes, and for all of us who are all on a healing journey.
Right, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I mean, I'll tell you, it is such incredible work that you're doing, and we are happy to be shining a light on it.
Thank you very much, Margaret.
So I'm here now with Joanne Franey, who's the president of the board that oversees the St. Clare Inn. So Joanne, we've heard of what a wonderful home this is, but why is it so unique?
I think the unique part is it is a home. It's not a program, it's not a shelter, it's an actual home for people to heal, to find themselves before they go on to better things.
Right. So now what can the women or the residents that are here, what types of things can they do within the home to help with their healing?
Well, as I say, all the programs that they would need for their medical situations are outside of the home. So inside of the home is what you'd find in your home. One of the expectations is they all have dinner together. They all talk about their day together. They do quilting, they do life skills, simple things. I mean, you need to learn how to use the washer, the dryer, cook, those sorts of things, and they can learn all that in their home.
Right, in a safe place.
Absolutely.
So now how, if we want to get involved, I'm sure volunteers are really, really important, but how can people help St. Clare Inn?
Well, we have a wonderful parish. St. Bonaventure Parish has a wonderful base of volunteers that we draw from. But if you could visit our website, you can get involved with the newsletters, you'd see what we do, you'd hear our stories, and maybe sign up so that you'd also get the newsletters and know what we're doing, and sign up as a volunteer. Share your skills, share your occupation. Maybe you have something special that we could use, hairdressing. As I say, we have quilting, maybe there's yoga, maybe there's something that you could use or you could give us and share with us. And of course, always financially in these economic times, finances as well.
Right, and I think you're making a really good point. Even if we can't give monetarily, skills mean so much. There's so much value added to people in a situation, in a transitional situation, isn't there?
Absolutely. When you're broken and your spirit is broken, you may just need someone to listen to your story. Sit and have a cup of coffee with you and just listen to your story and hear and say that you are a good person and you're well worth on your way.
Right, right. Now, tell me a little bit about, so the women can be here for up to a year, is that
Up
correct?
to a year, and then at the end of the year, well, long before that, we're trying to help them, as long as they're well enough, to find out where their next step might be. It might be that they're going to live on their own. It might be that they need some kind of transitional housing that's more than this support can give them. Or in one of our ladies' situations, she became ill at the end of the year. And of course, we've kept her on, and of course this is her home, and we'll help her go through that transition first.
Right. Well, as you know, Riceworks has a program, Show Us Your Goodness, and I hope
Yes.
that you're going to be letting everybody know in the St. Clair circles to nominate this wonderful organization and to get on there and vote for the great work that you're doing here.
Absolutely. Vote, vote, vote.
Absolutely. So let's hope that everybody can help in 2010 to make St. Clair even better than it is today. Well, thanks for sharing with us,
Well, thanks for visiting.
and we will look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Well, you know, Riceworks really does want to shine a light on communities and what they're doing that's good, and certainly St. Clair is one of them. You want to go to showusyourgoodness.com to nominate a charity in your area, but then of course you want to go back and also vote, because there is a share of up to $30,000 for your charity. So there's been some real generosity on the part of Riceworks, and Real Life is thrilled to be part of it. If you have any health and wellness questions, don't hesitate to send them my way to Margaret at reallifeoncts.com.